I think I'm just brunette because of the books.
And everyone knows blondes are nicer anyway.
Blake Lively might be cherished by her fans, yet her path in Hollywood has faced its share of drama.
Look at the body language experts analyzing this right now. How quickly do you...
Don't touch me.
Today, we're exploring the 10 celebrities who have criticized her over the years. You'll be shocked by some of the names on this list. Scarlett Johansson. Blake Lively's romance with Ryan Reynolds has consistently intrigued the public, especially given the intricate history of his former marriage to Scarlett Johansson. Blake's emergence in Ryan's life occurred soon after his split from Scarlett, and understandably, this led to a whirlwind of tension. Their relationship ignited while filming Green Lantern, marking the moment when Blake and Ryan first connected, paving the way for their future romance. Nonetheless, the situation behind the scenes was anything but easy for the trio, particularly as Blake swiftly evolved into a significant aspect of Ryan's life after his divorce. While Scarlett didn't mention Blake explicitly, her remarks regarding the difficulties of dating other actors conveyed a lot. She candidly talked about the jealousy and rivalry that frequently emerge when partners work in the same field, which many believed included Blake.
I worked with her husband Ryan several years ago, so I've met Blake a few times through Ryan on that film.
Got it.
And thought she seemed nice, and little did I know.
Yeah.
Speculation about Blake's involvement in Ryan and Scarlett's breakup intensified after Kat Marnell suggested that Blake and Ryan could have been linked even before Ryan's divorce was concluded. Although these allegations were not confirmed, the rumors only intensified the hostility between Scarlett and Blake. Consequently, Scarlett's unease regarding Blake's role in Ryan's life appeared to be more than a fleeting concern. Anna Kendrick Blake Lively and Anna Kendrick's collaboration in A Simple Favor was remarkable, highlighted by clever humor and memorable chemistry. Nonetheless, behind the scenes, the environment was far from harmonious. Throughout the film's promotional phase, the two actresses competed for attention, resulting in a quiet but noticeable rivalry. The media focus, red carpet appearances, and interviews turned into a struggle for exposure, creating a tension that neither could entirely conceal. Although Anna Kendrick never explicitly insulted Blake, the tension was clear. Speculation regarding Anna ridiculing Taylor Swift, a close friend of Blake's, only intensified the tension. Moreover, the exchanges between the two actresses in interviews were revealing. Experts in body language noted instances of subtle discomfort, where Anna's competitive spirit appeared to conflict with Blake's self-assured presence. Numerous insiders murmured that Anna sensed overlooked by the promotional materials, which frequently highlighted Blake more, leading to a silent divide between them. The couple's seemingly friendly exchanges were increasingly viewed as a disguise, concealing the escalating conflict underneath. While maintaining professionalism, it was evident that the rivalry lurked beneath the surface, overshadowing their previously strong on-screen connection. Leighton Meester Blake Lively and Leighton Meester were the quintessential frenemies on Gossip Girl, playing the legendary roles of Serena van der Woodsen and Blair Waldorf. On-screen, their relationship revolved around competition, but it's accurate to say that the truth behind the scenes was somewhat different. Even with their chemistry as frenemies, the actresses never genuinely connected outside of filming. Although they appeared amicable to the public, their relationship was full of uncomfortable tension. Their work interactions were tense, especially due to the pressures of being on a successful show. Leighton and Blake's relationship off-screen was quite different from the strong friendship one would anticipate based on their on-screen chemistry. Ongoing disputes arose between the two, as outfit selections and on-screen duration turned into major points of contention. Joshua Safran, the producer of the show, previously characterized their relationship as friendly but distant, a tactful expression of the nuanced yet clear tension that exists between them. Although both maintained a professional demeanor, it was evident that their interactions were quite cold underneath. The hidden tension was evident to those who collaborated closely with them, suggesting an unvoiced competition that remained largely unacknowledged by the public. Penn Badgley. In the initial stages of Gossip Girl, Penn Badgley and Blake Lively were a beloved couple among fans. The chemistry they displayed as Dan and Serena on screen was so powerful that it felt as though their romance was meant to last, just like their characters' love story. Nonetheless, their actual relationship was far more chaotic and did not endure. Their separation allegedly caused emotional wounds for both, particularly since they needed to keep collaborating on set long after their romantic involvement had concluded. In interviews following their separation, Penn was notably honest about the difficulties of continuing to collaborate with Blake after their breakup. Characterizing the experience as a test of endurance, his remarks were quite revealing. Picture the challenge of maintaining a professional facade, while the emotional burden of a breakup hangs over each moment. Penn's remarks indicate that the collaboration was challenging, and there were evident conflicts between the two. From Penn's candid comments, it was clear that although the on-screen relationship was flourishing, behind the scenes, matters were much more tense. To outsiders, their connection might have seemed perfect, but the reality behind the scenes was quite different. Leonardo DiCaprio, Blake Lively, and Leonardo DiCaprio experienced a brief but intense romance in 2011 that made news across the globe. Although fleeting, their relationship emerged as one of the most discussed celebrity couples of that year. Leonardo, recognized for his connections with prominent models and actresses, was associated with Blake after they were seen together in multiple romantic circumstances, including yacht outings and public events. In spite of their chemistry, their romance was rather short-lived, leading many to wonder about the real nature of their bond. When their romance concluded, it was evident that Leonardo DiCaprio wasn't especially pleased with the way events transpired, particularly since Blake swiftly advanced in her life. The most significant moment occurred at the 2012 AMFAIR Gala. When the two encountered each other, sources observed that Leo seemed noticeably uneasy, indicating there were lingering emotions from their short romantic involvement. His unease was evident, intensified by the reality that Blake had already progressed, radiating self-assurance and poise. Although there was no clear conflict or intense moment, the body language conveyed everything. It wasn't exactly a public diss, but rather Leo's response that suggested unresolved feelings, making many think there was additional depth to their short-lived romance. Zendaya, the rising star from Euphoria, has entered the ranks of Hollywood's elite through her remarkable talent and poise. As Zendaya's fame grew, her journey naturally intertwined with that of fellow actress Blake Lively. Their careers intersected at several major events, such as fashion shows and premieres, where they frequently shared the same spotlight. Nonetheless, the relationship between the two stars has always seemed a bit tense, and it goes beyond mere competition. During a remarkable fashion show, body language specialists and spectators observed something out of the ordinary. As soon as Zendaya walked into the room, she seemed to intentionally steer clear of making eye contact or engaging with Blake. Her posture and movements appeared deliberate, as Zendaya skillfully avoided invading Blake's personal space. What was most noticeable was the understated yet revealing body language, a rigid smile, downcast eyes, and even instances of side-eye that indicated Zendaya wasn't particularly pleased with Blake's company. Although the tension was never voiced, it was unmistakable. Many theorized that Zendaya's irritation arose from Blake's growing prominence and her undeniable celebrity, which appeared to eclipse the rising talent of Zendaya. It was evident that even with their common industry, their relationship stayed remote, if not quite chilly. Emily Blunt. Emily Blunt is certainly one of the most skilled actresses in Hollywood, recognized for her versatility and engaging screen presence. However, outside of her acting profession, Emily has been involved in some intriguing dynamics, particularly regarding her connections with other prominent actresses such as Zendaya and Blake Lively. Although Emily's bond with Zendaya seems friendlier, her dynamic with Blake has not always been as easy, and the friction between them appeared to become more apparent as time passed. The uncomfortable tension between Emily and Blake was something that viewers couldn't easily overlook. Even though they operated in the same professional sphere, the two actresses were frequently spotted at different events, where their exchanges appeared chilly and aloof. Experts in body language have highlighted nuanced, but revealing instances where the two women exchanged what seemed to be uneasy glances, with Blake steering clear of eye contact, and Emily appearing noticeably disinterested in interacting. Although there was no overt confrontation, their public appearances suggested a brewing rivalry. Regardless of whether it stemmed from conflicting personalities, unexpressed envy, or a more profound issue, the strain between Emily and Blake was evident. Supporters found themselves pondering whether their relationship held more depth than what was publicly displayed, igniting continuous speculation about the true events that occurred behind the scenes. Henry Golding. Henry Golding, the captivating lead of Crazy Rich Asians, ended up in the midst of significant behind-the-scenes turmoil while collaborating with Blake Lively and Anna Kendrick. Both actresses, recognized for their strong characters, reportedly had a rather strained relationship that affected the set, leaving Henry caught in the middle. Although there was no overt clash, the unarticulated strain between Blake and Anna was so palpable that it became impossible to overlook. As per reports, Henry sensed the tension of their competition and was frequently observed maneuvering cautiously between the two actresses to prevent escalating the situation. It wasn't merely uncomfortable, it generated a noticeable feeling of tension that influenced the overall ambiance of the set. Henry, recognized for his calm demeanor, supposedly found himself treading lightly, attempting to maintain harmony and avoid the chaos. Although no one directly admitted to the tension, those in the know suggest it was evident that there was something brewing just below the surface. Although the interactions were uncomfortable, Henry maintained his professionalism, yet it was clear that the unaddressed tension affected their working relationship. The competition between Blake and Anna might have been understated, yet it was definitely sensed by those around them. Brandon Sklenar Blake Lively's character in It Ends With Us paired her with emerging actor Brandon Sklenar, who was fairly new to the Hollywood industry. Although their chemistry on screen appeared passionate and romantic, the reality of their interactions off-screen was quite flawed. Brandon Sklenar, in a casual remark that numerous fans noticed, disclosed that he prefers practicing with a mirror over rehearsing with Blake Lively. Although this comment was probably intended as a joke, it elicited surprise and suggested a deficiency of chemistry between the two during filming. It was a moment that led to an uncomfortable silence, with some fans wondering if the stated tension arose from conflicting personalities or merely a professional dispute. While not a direct insult, the remark wasn't precisely an enthusiastic endorsement of their partnership either. Like many Hollywood relationships, it appears that the narrative shown on screen is frequently quite distinct from the events occurring off-screen. Whether it stemmed from nerves, miscommunication, or something else entirely, it's evident that their collaboration lacked the energy one would anticipate from a film that generated so much excitement. The unusual remark had fans speculating whether the actual drama was happening when the cameras weren't capturing it. Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively collaborated in It Ends With Us, where they each took on significant roles. Although their professional teamwork received accolades, the offstage interactions revealed an alternate narrative. Recognized for his performances in television and film, Justin played a pivotal role in the movie's achievement. Nevertheless, his individual method of overseeing the project appeared to generate some disagreement. Rumors started spreading when it was revealed that Justin engaged a PR crisis manager following Blake's participation in the film. Although the decision wasn't directly associated with Blake, the timing and rumors indicated something different. Numerous insiders thought that the increasing media focus on the film, along with the friction between Justin and Blake, made it difficult for Justin to manage the public relations aftermath. The circumstances felt more sensitive than they looked, as both performers attempted to manage their professional reputations. To make matters worse, Justin's decision to not come back as director for the film's sequel, It Starts With Us, only intensified the situation. Many interpreted his departure as an indication that there were lingering problems between him and Blake. Their tensions were evidently more than merely professional, with subtle signs of conflict bubbling just below the surface. Hollywood relationships are seldom as effortless as they appear. Although Blake Lively has encountered challenging times with these celebrities, she persists in succeeding in both her professional and personal life. Ultimately, it's evident that Blake has perfected the skill of transcending negativity. In spite of the turmoil, she continues to be one of Hollywood's shining stars. So, what are your thoughts? Can you fathom the amount of criticism she's received throughout the years? Share your thoughts in the comments.